Good evening, YTPC. How's it going tonight? Just enjoying a night out. Good smoke. Appreciate the, I want to say appreciate the comments left on my other video, the one about the Peterson Irish Flake. So today, guys, gonna do another pipe tobacco review. Well, first housekeeping. Oh, let me bring my seat up here. This is a, just got this a couple days ago. It's from smokingpipes.com. This is a 7LE 921 church warden. And a rusticated finish, which means it's not smooth. It's kind of craggly, but I would have gone the smoother finish, but then I have it in stock, and I kind of was a tad bit impulsive about it. But it smokes well. It's an eccentric piece. I'll admit that. The church wardens used to be, if you look it up, they used to be used, well, by church wardens that would keep watch over the churches at night, or when church services were going on and they didn't want the smoke to go into the main area. I mean, at least that's what I read. So anyway, gonna do a pipe tobacco review. Currently smoking Peterson's 3 Ps, which stands for Peterson's Perfect Plug. And I had smoked this tobacco in the past, although it was strange. It had quite a nicotine hit to it. Not anymore, though. I'm not feeling it. Had a couple bowls today, just in preparation for this review. And yeah, it's a good blend. I'll get right to the description, and shut up and not talk too much. So this is available on smokingpipes.com. For a modest price, I think it's $11.65. Usually I do that at the end, the pricing of these tobaccos, but my failed attempt at smoke rings. Anyway, guys, yeah, I'll read you a brief description. So, Peterson's 3 Ps stands for Peterson Perfect Plug, as I said before. Comes in a 50-gram tin. Now, if you saw the size of this is pretty thick. I mean, it comes, I'll actually show you guys the tobacco. It comes in it's a plug tobacco, meaning comes in a dense, kind of like brownie-like square. So here we go. Here it is. You can see I've shaved some pieces off. I just use a pocket knife. It does the job, and then I rub it out, put it in my pipe. So this oh yeah, this is good blend, guys. I mean, it has enough nicotine where it satisfies that nicotine urge, and I think it's pretty unique too. There are a lot of plug tobaccos, but they come in like rope like style, and Peterson's Perfect Plug, I like it just because of the price. It's a decent, you get this whole chunk of tobacco for about $12, if you will. So yeah, I have that. Comes in a nice, you see this tin here, it comes in a nice tin. This usually, this piece covers it when you open it, and then you're greeted with the plug itself, so it's pretty good packaging. Pairing my, the Peterson plug with some good old strong Irish tea today. And I think it goes well with the notes of it too, as well as its strength. I mean, it's not, in my view, it's not as bold as a Kentucky blend. But, you know, the nicotine's definitely there. Yeah, one of the, you know, my only complaint about church wardens, or perhaps it's the blend, you have to keep relighting it constantly. I don't know if I dried it out enough, but, you know, in terms of drying time, guys, for this tobacco, I probably recommend, like, probably about 20 minutes, 30 minutes to dry it out. Although it does come fairly dry in the tin, although it's a little bit moist. So let me read you guys the description. Peterson 3Ps Perfect Plug. Now, once again, guys, by now you know I take it from Smoking Pipes, just like copy down the description and the metrics. 3Ps stands for Peterson's Perfect Plug, and this pipe tobacco blend's popularity and reputation affirm that proclamation. Virginia's from Africa and Brazil join burley from Malawi in a dense plug cut that's pressed under heat and stored for 2 weeks before being cut into individual blocks and tanned. A slight fruity casing enhances the Virginia's natural sweetness and balances the burley's boldness for a delightful plug that ages exceptionally and allows the smoker to cut flakes according to their desired preference. Which is true, as I showed you guys before. Yeah, the taste is pretty positive. So, when smoking this, guys, I've had a lot of bowls. I had about 2 today before lighting up the church warden. And at Smoking Pipes, they listed the strength as 3 out of 5. I'd agree with that. I mean, I smoke pipes quite a bit. So the nicotine doesn't really smack me in the face at all. It's still there, but it's not prominent, I'll say that much. Now the room note, that's something I wanted to discuss. The room note is 2, and the taste is 4. So those are 2 things I wanted to talk about. The room note, I don't know what fruity casing they're talking about. You know, when I was smoking this in other bowls and whatnot, it's almost, for me, it's almost like an orange, citrusy, like zest. And that's interesting because it kind of blends with the burley a little bit, creating like a dark orange rind sensation. So I don't really know. I don't really know what casing they put on, but it's good. It's good. It doesn't overpower the tobacco, which is, I think, in my view, essential. Now the components, the type of tobacco that's in here, you have Virginia and you have burley. Now, in one of my other videos, I mentioned that, you know, Virginias aren't really regarded as something that has high nicotine content. Usually you get like a bready, sweet taste from them, depending on where they're grown. If it's a red Virginia, orange Virginia, and whatnot. And the family is burley. Now, this is definitely a burley blend, I think. excuse me, if you guys chose to smoke it inside, you know, wife or kids, probably wouldn't like the smell too much. It's pretty, even though they give it a 2, which means that it's mildly aromatic. I don't believe it is. So, yeah, and the cut is plugged as I showed you guys. So let's go over some notes. Now, when you light the pipe up, you know, it's surprisingly, it's surprisingly pretty light, guys. It's not, there's a zing to it a little bit. You can definitely taste the burley. Now, does that overpower the Virginia at all? I don't know. I'm not really sure about that. What I like about this blend is that harmony that you have between the burley and the Virginias. And the Virginias, and I think that the fruity casing they put on it adds a nice layer of sweetness to it, so it's not this overpowering like burley type sensation. Yeah, Retro Hill is moderately spicy. I'll discombobulate tonight when I get my tamper here. Yeah, it's not. Definitely a definitely not mild tobacco. Right now I'm picking up, you know, like a very dark burley taste and like notes of cinnamon, which may seem odd, but nonetheless, that's it. Yeah, the retrohale. I don't know, guys, in my other videos, I talk about that spiciness, and this has it, although I'd say it's more medium range, if anything. And I'm about halfway through the bowl now. You have there's some cocoa notes to it. Now, the thing that's interesting is with this tobacco, it kind of interweaves between this Virginia tanginess and those cocoa notes. And as I described before, it's somewhat cinnamon flavor to it. Now, of course, I think with all pipe smokers, it really depends. You know, say with like a bolder tobacco, some people may think it's not as bold, and others may smoke it and say, oh, wow, this is kind of way too much for my taste buds. But it's good. It's a good blend. I notice one thing, I don't want my videos to be too long, so in terms of this one, guys, yeah, it's definitely a winner. Especially it's nice smoking this church we're in. If you this is a Savinelli 921, so if you go in smoking pipes and type in that designation, it'll pop up right away. And I you know, I think they have a few in stock, maybe 5 or 6. It comes in black, and this one is brown, I believe. But yeah, the tobacco blend definitely goes well with the dark Irish tea, so I definitely recommend it. Or, you know, if you're so inclined, you could pair it with a nice dark roast coffee. But anyway, guys, Peterson's 3Ps. Definitely recommend this. Yeah, it has a very nice cocoa kind of chocolate smell to it. Even though there's no chocolate topping. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. I give it like probably a 4 out of 5. Nice, enjoyable smoke for me in the morning, midday, afternoon. And of course, when you settle in at night, it's more than a magnificent thing to have. So if you guys have any questions, comment above. I mean, not above, but below. And if you want to subscribe, feel free. I do pipe tobacco reviews probably, a couple times a week. And tomorrow, or the next day, I'll be doing, believe it's a German blend, but it's a Virginia and Perique blend, kind of on the median range. So that'll be fun. And let me wipe my pipe back up. Anyway, guys, this has been Gentleman Pipe Smoker tuning in. And as always, enjoy your pipe and be well. Take care, guys.